So this is my level. Uh, so I'll just scroll through it quickly with you. This is my 7 minute explanation on what my level consists. So this is the player character here, and so he starts off at a dock. So this is where the play initially starts. So there was supposed to be a ship, but then I didn't want to use too many assets, and it was crashing the game, so I had to delete the ship element because I imported from an asset. So yeah, so this is where the player starts off as. That's the player right there. For some sort of technical reason, he's not moving because before when I was um, what do you say? Before I was when I was designing the level, he was working perfectly, but for some sort of ended up um, bug crash happened, so there is no way of resolving around it. I've tried everything. But so getting back to my um, walkthrough of the level, so the player starts off here on the docks. So this is where there's a first problem that he encounters as a challenge. So there's like a plank missing. So there's like a platform missing. So he has to jump over there. If he doesn't, he falls down into the ocean. That's at the bottom here. So yeah, so he falls into the ocean. So that's when the death box comes into play, and that's when he loses some life, and that's when the collectible items play a part in further on. So as I move along, so as you see, this is where the player he's onto the island itself, Tortuga Bay inspired island. So see, this is where he meets all these, where they see all these buildings. Uh, so yeah, so this is how it is. So he encounters the building, so the player is able to walk to all these parts of the little island, town island, and see what's going around. So you can explore the wheel car. In the game concept, the players can push around items to help with getting on platforms, exploring other parts of the game, like such on top of buildings, so you can hop on the wheel car and go onto the roof. That's how I was designing it initially, and it came out really well. So as you move along, see I add all these key details into the level. So this is what the player sees, all these fences and stuff. This is all for the players to go in and interact. Well, what I mean interact is look closely, explore the other parts of on the other side of the fence and all. So that's what I'm trying to come across. So as you go here, we have we have like the main town hall kind of thing for the main of the island. So this is where the officials are always here. So since this is a pirate island, there are like corrupted officers and all who are here. So in the initial game idea, what I was planning when I was designing is if I were to further develop this, that people will be able to go inside the town hall and explore things. But this is just a simple white room where we're discussing about the how the player moves the toy around. So that's why this is just blanked out. But that's an idea that I was going for. And so yeah, these are all those key little features are there. These walkthroughs. What I mean walkthrough is the player is able to walk through. See, the player is able to go on top of this wooden structure from the stairs and um, is able to move onto the platform. He has few collectible apples and items there just to get his health, and there's coins. That's what was initially planned. So these hidden elements that boost the XP and the currencies of the game, so he can collect currencies and boost XPs to upgrade his accessibilities as an accessories, so his costumes, sword, etc. So coming to the main part of the game with the collectible items is here. So you see these are the first look of the coin items that I'm trying to come across right here, if you know what I mean. So this is just these are the coins that the character will be able to collect. So yeah, this is what the character is able to collect and all. Uh, yeah, so this is the collectible item. So as soon as the character loses health, he's able to come to get these and regenerate his health. And coming to the main toy, this is where I need to explain myself is, so this is the cannon. So speaking here, the cannon doesn't actually work because there is no set tutorial or any other way of making the grappling hook work from the cannon and pulling the water tank down so the player can go up this tower and on top of the building to finish the level. There was no set um, tutorial on how to do it, and even though I followed a 2D tutorial actually for grappling hook, but it didn't turn out well because it said I had to do it only for a 2D plane, so it was actually bugging out my game a lot. So the initial idea was the player is able to move this, aim it right at the barrel here, and tip it down. So there should be a trigger attached to this tower, and it should fall, hit that trigger, and as soon as the player goes on top of the trigger here, there should be a trigger here, but then I couldn't make the cannon thing work, so I couldn't get the triggers of a little elevator kind of thing on the tower, so I couldn't get that to work as well, so I couldn't add that. But that was the initial idea. So as soon as the water tank fell, it would fall on that trigger, which is on of the elevator that goes up the tower. So the player comes, cuts the rope, or shoots the rope, or someone, or just steps over it, and then pushes the water tank out, and he's able to go up here and finish the game off there. And the initial idea was the original idea, since it's just a white room, I couldn't go too detailed by going into the building, but if I were to put more, if this were to be further developed, I would literally make the player jump into the building roof here. So this is like the bank kind of area, so where the player can get all the coins and rob steal. So that's the initial thing, but I just left it at finishing the player off here. So this is my set level. So yeah, and hopefully, so yeah, this is my set level on what I have, and this was a detailed walkthrough. Thank you.